my computer be bucket wild, crazy.
Hey, that's that money maker right there, man. Of course you got the windows up.
No, we need some more windows. You want to have like, 9 screens up on the wall. You know how it is.
like you're doing day trading and stuff. You got 3 monitors.
Yeah, I did that cryptocurrency for a little bit.
I know what that's like too. I had that hustle for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You was messing with the Bitcoin or what?
I was messing with Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, I was messing with that stuff for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Just checking it out. Say, what's all this cryptocurrency? And I'm like,
yeah, man. But as fast as it came in, it died a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they closed certain venues that it was being used for. But I still got a little something put up in there.
There you go. Because you stay woke, you stay smart on them. So yeah, basically, I think we're live now. So we're live right here with Mr. Avery Smith coming out of St. Louis. Are you repping St. Louis or you repping somewhere else?
No, 314 all day, man. We're up here in St. Louis. I'm originally from Illinois, boy. I'm like a piece of driftwood, actually. I'm from everywhere. Ain't no telling where you find me at.
There you go. Where Papa laid his hat was his home, right? Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, you best believe he was, man.
All right. So you finally got your first wholesale deal. How did it make you feel when you just was like, oh, man, it's really real? Or did you not believe it?
Hey, man, you know what? I always believed it. I just didn't believe it would happen to me. But, basically, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It sounds like the same case scenario with anybody. But, when you get that check, when the title company says, hey, man, we got you ready, Mr. Smith, come on down and get it. And you get that piece of paper and it says straight to Avery Smith or whoever you are, that's when it becomes surreal, man. And that's when you believe, like, you know what? I can get another one.
Exactly. It make you don't even want to cash that thing. You're like, man, I just want to frame it. I need to cash. Wait a minute, I got to cash it.
I ain't cashed it yet, man. I just forgot about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real. I just forgot about it.
I know how that goes. So what was your background? What were you doing before you got into the real estate? Were you just working a job or you doing a business? What were you doing? What's your background?
Yeah, I had, starting out here, I used to work for Access Courier. I used to be an independent contractor. So I know what it's like being, a 1099 and having to file taxes for yourself. But then I got into the airline industry. I've been there 9 years. I've been a drone for 9 years, let's just say, getting the bare minimum from $1 billion corporation. And then, I was just looking for external revenue. I wanted passive income. So I knew real estate was something that I always wanted to get into, but I didn't want to do it as a realtor. I didn't want to get my license as a realtor, to take on another dedication to somebody else. Sorry. Somebody just texted me.
Yeah, so you didn't want to go get your real estate license and make that 3%?
Nah, I didn't want to do that, man. I knew there was something more to it than what it was because I was seeing people in Zillow getting foreclosed properties or properties for $6K, $5K, and $7K. I'm like, man, how are these people getting these houses that cheap? So, I went to YouTube University, started looking up wholesaling and stuff like that, and then came across Max, came across Tim Toback and a couple other people, and I was just, just pretty much doing my homework, doing my due diligence, just seeing what it was like.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of hit the ground running. You're like, man, I'm just going to start marketing and try to find me a deal. So for this deal here, what kind of marketing were you doing to find your deal?
Hey, you know what, man? I did the 10-day trial on Deal Machine.
What?
I swear to God, honest to God, man, because, I met up with you at the RIA convention in St. Louis and we met Max. I started this in November. So here I am, I'm getting all these, riding around driving for dollars. You know what I'm saying? I'm skip tracing people. I'm calling these phones, cold calling all day, getting told, to do things with myself that is not humanly possible, of course, but, getting cussed out by everybody. So I did the 10-day trial with Deal Machine, sent the postcard, and a young lady called me out. She was an absentee owner.
So that postcard they have on there with a picture of their house. Let me see. I think I got a copy of one somewhere around here. They just made them say, I got to call you because you must know what you're talking about. Hey, there you go. You got one. Boom. Yeah. Ugly. The ugliest house on the world.
Look, return to sender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get some return to sender. So that mail. So did you feel like you sent out a lot of mail using Deal Machine before that happened or what?
You know what, man? I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. The 10-day trial expired. Then they charged me their fee for keeping their services. And then I marketed about 30 more properties. So all together, I would say under $100, maybe $2,000.
Wow. Under $100. Because they say on average, it's supposed to take like 200 leads put in there, mail 3 times will get you a deal, something like that. But I did the same thing. I think I had about 70 or 80 leads in the Deal Machine app before I actually got my first deal, which was like a $6,000 deal on there. So I was like, dang, this stuff works. And it, you know,
it really does work, man. It really does work. I was shocked because I was in my truck pulling up to my house and I got the kids in the background. And a young lady calls me up. She goes, Avery, yeah, I got your card in the mail. And I'm like, oh, yeah. How you doing? And then it was all downhill from there.
So you were surprised when somebody actually called back from a postcard you sent from using the Deal Machine app, driving for dollars. So do you drive for dollars yourself, or do you have somebody else helping you?
Hey, man, I'm the hands dirty wholesaler, man. I do it all myself, man. I get my hands dirty.
So you jump on in there, sent the lady the postcard, and she was like, yeah, I want to get rid of this crap. So what was the deal with the house? What was the situation? What's the backstory?
Let me tell you with this house, man. She owned the house. She bought the house back in 1990. And she had some tenants in there, and she's an absentee owner. Unfortunately, her husband passed away, so she pretty much just wants to spend her time with her grandchildren. So the backstory and the actual physical of the house didn't really match up. She told me nobody had been in the house for 4 years. So I met somebody and got the keys because she's an absentee owner. So when I opened up the house, I automatically knew somebody hadn't been in that house for like 10 years. This is right up the street from my house, as a matter of fact. I mean, I seen animal droppings. I seen an archway to the house was all ate up. I go downstairs in the basement. There was water accruing in the basement. There was a crack in the foundation. So I was like, yeah, ma'am, I think somebody has been living in this house, you know, a lot longer than 10 years. So she broke down. I held her feet to the fire and she opened up to me. So I was like, so what are you looking to get out of this property? She goes, well, I want an X amount. And I was like, well, from where the property's standing, I don't think we can really do that. So we met in the middle, and she agreed to do in the house for like $17,500, other than $25,000. I tucked her down as low as possible. I got the house under contract on the 19th of April, put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I sold it the 21st, and we closed on the 30th of April.
Wow. So Facebook Marketplace was the way to get you some buyers real quick, huh?
Oh, you best believe it, man. You best believe it. Throw it out there, man. All them dogs, man, eat on that bone, man.
Yeah. So how long did it take you to get a buyer? A couple of weeks?
No, it actually took me 3 days to get a buyer. Took me 3 days.
So what do you say to all the people that are like, I gotta get a buyer's list. I gotta go find buyers. I need buyers. And what do you say to somebody to say that?
Man, I was once like that, man. I went to all the RIA conventions and all the RIA meetings, man. Networking is always good. You know what I'm saying? Networking is always good. You can sit there and send everybody all the emails you want. 9 times out of 10, you put that on Facebook Marketplace, people are going to come to you, man. If you got a deal, the buyers are going to come. That's all I got to say. If somebody can see a profit in that property that you got vested in or that you got under contract, they going to come to you.
Exactly. Because, you know, people like, I need to get buyers. I'm like, you need to get a dang on deal. I mean, it's good to get your buyers up too, but focus all your energy on talking to sellers, learning how to communicate effectively with sellers, to speak the lingo, to make them feel like they just want to sign that paper with you. So you went to this lady's house, or was the deal virtual?
No, it was virtual. It was actually virtual because she lives in Georgia. She lives in Georgia, and I was speaking to her on the phone, and I was communicating with the young lady and everything like that. Somebody here in St. Louis had the keys. She was passing the keys around. Actually, the guy who gave me the keys, he goes, I wouldn't even step foot in this house. It's not even worth $1. So I took his advice. I was like, you know what? Thank you very much. I'll make that decision for myself.
That's right, because you're smart. You got to do that. And I did a deal similar to that too. Everybody was like, oh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I had to sell a sign of paperwork. I'll let the buyer figure that out if they want the house or not. If they want to sell it, we want to try to get it in there. So so you did this whole deal basically virtual. So did you meet the buyer?
I met the buyer. You know what's funny about the buyer? He inboxed me. He asked me how much I wanted for it. You know, I advertised the price on the marketplace. I gave him the address. He met me there before I got off work. I let him inside the house. He walked around. Within 5 minutes, he gave me an offer.
Wow. So what do you think the house was worth fixed up? What was the ARV on the house?
The ARV in this area over here in Woodson Terrace, man, I mean, it varies. It was a 2-in-1, 1,198 square feet. So it was a pretty big house. The ARV, I would say anywhere between 75 and 78, but it needed about 30 put into the house, man. I'm not going to lie to you. So I think this gentleman's pretty much is going to flip and hold it. Yeah.
And so that end buyer, you said he bought it for 17, or was that what you had under contract for?
No, I had her under contract for 17.5. I listed it for 22. I ended up selling it for 19.5. So I got the 2K in the middle.
He just had to get a haggle, didn't he? They love to try to make an offer. Now, they never just want to pay what you got it out there for.
Nah, man. You know what? He tried to offer me 17 right off the rip, and I was like, man, I can't do that. I really can't do that. He said, so what's the lowest you can take? I told him I could take 21,000. He said 19.5. I could have held out and got more, but getting my hands dirty and getting my feet wet at the same time. Plus, I wanted to help the young lady out. I just went ahead and took the 2K. It's really nothing to it. I mean, it took me maybe 3.5 hours to do it, so I made $571 an hour. I'll take that. It's not bad.
Dang, you getting that attorney money? You should get Esquire or something. Wait a minute.
Man, I've been working all my life. You know what I'm saying? So I've done a lot more strenuous work to make a lot less money than it took for me to get this deal.
Wow. So your marketing to find the deal was through Deal Machine. You locked it up under contract. You found your buyer on Facebook Marketplace. What did you do about closing costs? Did you tell him that with the buyer? Did you say, yeah, you're responsible for closing costs as well, or did you try to do something with that?
Yes, sir. I told the young man who bought it, I said, you're going to be responsible for the post-dated taxes and the closing costs, because I told the seller that, we'll take care of everything on that. So ultimately, she knew it was an assignable contract. She knew that I wasn't doing it cash money. She knew I was pretty much being an advocate for the property. She was fine with that. I put everything on Front Street. I just pretty much told her I want to help solve your problem because you don't want anything to do with the property. If you tell people that, and you push for a deal, they're automatically going to be their back against the wall. They're going to feel like they're cornered. I'm just here to solve problems. I'll just take what I can get in the middle of it,
Exactly. A professional middleman. And
exactly. A professional middleman.
A professional, got a suit on and a tie. So you never met this seller. If you saw this lady walking down the street, you'll never know her.
Nah, no, sir. I don't know anything what she looks like. I don't even think she has a Facebook. She doesn't. No. She told me she's got another property out in Ditmer that she wants me to sell for.
You better go lock it up. Like yesterday, I was just getting ready to ask you that. Does she have any more properties?
I'm about to lock that up. You best believe, sir. I mean, you know what? To be honest, I didn't think none of this could happen to me. I thought, I seen your assignment fees for $27K, $21K. I've seen other people's assignment fees. I'm like, man, I can't get that money. But you know what? I had to keep grinding, man. I really had to get out there and keep grinding. I mean, it's you can get 100 no's and that one yes to change your life, dude. Straight up.
It makes you're right. I understand. And so, for people that are basically, what do you think was the most difficult part of it? Do you think any part of it was hard?
Well, I mean, me working in the airline industry, I deal with people upset all the time. It's always my fault, no matter what brand of the company that I am. So I was used to dealing with people and getting told no. But I mean, if you're not a people person, but you have reasons why you want to do this, put a picture of your daughter, of your child, or whatever reason it may be in front of the computer or in front of your phone, put it on your screensaver and just do it. I mean, I didn't take any courses. Nobody taught me any of this stuff. I was blind when I met you, when I saw everything. I pretty much just took what you did, what everybody else did in that group, and I just compounded and formed my own strategy, man. And I just went with it. I mean, you fail forward. That's all you got to do. Every mistake that you make, you take note of it. Everything that gets you to the next progression step, dissect it and just keep going forward, man. Don't even look back.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people spending a lot of money on a lot of expensive coaching and all of this stuff. And I'm like, man, all the information right here on YouTube University, or, it's no real secrets that somebody can really tell you that's not already out here. You just have to make that decision in your mind and say, I want to get this money.
Hey, you know what, Chris, man, I was getting bamboozled at one point in time. I ain't no fool, but everybody was flooding my DM. Oh, you know what? I can give you these leads for how much? Why would you want to give me some leads? Just like when we were talking to Max. Why would you want to give me some leads for $20 is going to make you $50K? It don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you got a legitimate mentor that's going to show you how to get organized, then there's no problem with that. But all these people that are saying I got this for that much is going to make you that much, don't even believe it. Don't even believe it.
So they're going to give you a lead that they couldn't even contact on their own to get the deal. They're going to sell it to you. Did that make sense?
You see what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. Now, I'm going to tell everybody this here. There's enough money out here because life happens every day for you to get a deal. Don't think just because Chris closed 10 or I closed 5 or somebody else closed 15, there ain't enough life out there for you. Look, sorry to say, people get divorced, people die, people get behind, people lose jobs. Life happens every day. There's a situation out there or a problem that needs you to solve it, and you're going to get taken care of. Best believe it.
That's true. And a lot of people are like, oh, the market's, it's a bubble. The real estate bubble is gonna pop. And I'm like, man, what are you talking about, a bubble? I'm getting money regardless. I don't care if it's an up market, a down market, a sideways market. We coming in and getting it, man.
You know what, man? Wholesaling is the base of real estate. It starts with us. It starts with us. How do you think these people got these turnkey cribs? Because somebody like us got a property at a discounted price. They got their spread. We got their spread. We don't care what happens to the property after that.
Exactly. You know, everybody going to eat off of it. And so for, you know, and like I said, and back to that deal machine, anybody who hasn't signed up for deal machine, get that 14-day free trial and enter that keyword woke, WOKE, get you some free deal credits and try it out for a 14-day trial. I mean, it's life changing to me because I've gotten several deals from it and I just put about 40 deals in it myself this weekekend. So, you know,
man, I use deal machine. If you're going to the store, if you want to get milk, if you're going to drop your kids off, there's always going to be a property you'll see. Oh, you know what? Bloop, done.
Yeah, done 20, 30 seconds. You done looked up the owner and sent the mail or whatever, you know, so it just depends. You know, I like it. So, I mean, I have actual deal finders too that's in town. I got like 6 or 7 of them now to go looking for houses. So it's like,
you scaled up, man.
He's scaling up. That's growing pains though. So, how can people follow you on social media? You got like Instagram, Facebook? What you doing?
I'm on Instagram, man, as the Hands Dirty Wholesaler. You can find me on Instagram as the Hands Dirty Wholesaler. And then I also got my company. I started my own company. It's called Griffin Acquisitions. You can find me on Instagram as Hands Dirty Wholesaling. So I'm gonna put this up here a little marketing tool.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know what? I tell everybody, man, don't even try to worry about getting an LLC or getting professional first. Just like you say, just get that deal. Just do what you got to do. Get comfortable with the people. Build the rapport. Let them know that you're ultimately there to solve their problem and not just to line your pockets. Because the more genuine you come off, the more relaxed they get, and the more better you get at closing these deals.
Yeah, so I mean, because that's what I focus on. You know, I try to say, learn how to talk to these sellers, lock them deals up. You know, negotiation. You know, some of this stuff you can't teach anyway. You gotta just get in the game, and you're gonna fail. You're gonna mess up. I left over $40,000 in wholesale fees in 2018 due to title issues and other crap that had nothing to do with me. I did what I can do, but you know, if it ain't gonna make it, it ain't gonna make it. That's why I say keep that pipeline full with more leads coming in and stuff like that. So what kind of goals do you have for the future? Are you planning on just sticking to wholesaling? You want to do some buy and hold, some apartments? What are your plans in the future?
You know what, man? I'm doing this for my kids, man. I mean, I got a nice 401k and I flipped my nice profit sharing and everything to stocks and real estate, stuff like that. So pretty much in real estate, I just want to do this for my children. I want to get a couple properties and leave that to them in their trust. You know, I don't want them guys to have to go through anything that I did as a young man growing up to get where I was. So I'm just wholesaling for them, man, and enjoying it. And
how old are your kids?
My kids are 15 and 11.
Oh, they almost grown. 15. They finna run the streets in a minute. They finna run you out of there.
He's got his own lawn care business right now, man. I was helping him cut grass today. You know what I'm saying? He was getting it in, showing him at a young age how to manifest his own money. You know, he was making $27 an hour doing 4 yards.
So you saying your 15-year-old has a lawn care service already?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We work in this house, sir. We work in this house, so we got to get it.
Right. I like it. We work on free lunch.
Nah, man, no. I ain't have no mommy and daddy money. I had to get up off your booty money.
Right, exactly. So, any other closing things you got to say, or you want to talk about before we get out of here and do some more woke stuff?
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know what? Whatever you get, just try to give back, man. You know, it's always good to give back to people, man. You know, if anybody has any problems out there, reach out to me, reach out to Chris. You know, nobody's in this alone. I don't want anybody feeling like they can't do it. You know, you got to keep grinding. There's been plenty of times I've typed up letters just to get it out there. I've handwritten letters. I've done it all. Just get comfortable, keep it repetitious, keep it consistent, and keep going. You know what I'm saying? That one phone call, like Max says, will change your life for real, man. And that's the honest to God truth. I mean, you get your first check, it makes it believable. I mean, there's people that's been wholesaling for years, you know, that probably only got 1 or 2 deals, but they still got a deal going, you know?
Exactly. You know, and it's all what you put into it. Got to go on in there and just make it happen. No excuses, right?
No excuses at all, man. And I don't want nobody going out there getting their first assignment check and splurging on some rims, man, and all that type of stuff, man. I want you to go ahead and reinvest in yourself because you're your best investment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't make this a job. Make this a legitimate business. Make this to the point to where you can spend time with your children, spend time with your kids, go out and stay having passive income because we've been working all of our life. Everybody thinks we're mules anyway. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a mule for no company and only get percentages, man. Won't you get the whole package and be responsible and take care of yourself and give back to yourself, man, and give back to your friends and family? That's what this wholesaling thing's about.
I agree 100% because that's the thing with me. Like, you know, at least I just did my first deal August of 2018. I've closed about 15 deals already, and I'm working on like my 4th subject too now. So it's like, you know, people are like, how'd you do that so quick? Because I came in and set it up as a business, not just trying to make some little money here and there. You know, I came in, spent the money, learned the stuff, and put the systems in place scale it up. I mean, it makes it easier.
Yeah, it does make it easier. There's so many tools out here to keep your business up and going to where you can go on vacation and it's running itself. But you got to sit there and believe in it. If you don't believe in something, it's not going to happen. If you sit there and think that it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen. You got to wake up every day and tell yourself, look, I'm going to do this. I'm dedicated and I'm going to make this work. And I promise you, it'll be fruitful.
I agree 1000% over. So that's how we're going to do it, family. Anybody watching this on YouTube, make sure you give it that good thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, bang that bell, and don't forget to join the new Woke Real Estate Investors group, talking about creative strategies, subject to lease option, wholesaling. If we're talking about real estate, it's all in that group, Woke Real Estate Investors on Facebook. That's how we do it. Make sure you follow me as well on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's Let Go, that's, I don't know, all the sites. And even there, chrismonroestl.com. So we're going to get up out of here, y'all, and do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me.